Hi everyone, Phil from Tech for Techs here. Today we're going to be looking at this product from Prevo. They're basically wireless earbuds which come with a wireless charging station as well. We've got links in the description just below if you're interested in purchasing or finding out the price. Are you looking for a great networking solution? Well, Tender has it all. Finding your BT router no longer has the power? Then try one of these from Tender.
Hell yeah!
Is the Wi-Fi on your laptop not working and you need a discreet solution? Well then get this from Tender.
Hell yeah!
Finding the kids can't get Wi-Fi in the bedroom and they're making your life miserable? Well, you need to get one of these from Tender.
Oh hell yeah!
Looking for a low-cost solution to get internet into your home office? Then you need to get some of these from Tender.
Hell yeah!
For all your networking needs, trust Tender.
Hell yeah!
Okay, as you can see here, we've got the Prevo wireless earbuds in this yellow packaging. You can see they come in like a tube, which is probably the best way of describing it. It looks a bit like some sort of cryogenic freezing tube, what Spock out of Star Trek went in when he got lost on the Wrath of Khan, or whichever one it was. But that's probably me turning into a bit of a nerd there, but it does look like a unique style, and you can see on there it shows you the charge level as well. But the key features on this product is it's TWS, which basically means true wireless stereo, so obviously supposed to provide excellent sound quality. It's Bluetooth 5, so you should be able to pair it up with near enough most smart devices and even laptops these days. So it's automatic pairing, wireless charging, so the case has a wireless charger built in it, so if you've got one of these wireless charging bases like you can with phones, you can put it on top of there to charge it up, which is even better. And it's got an LED battery display on there, and it's touch control. On the back of the box, it goes basically a bit more into the specifications. You can pretty much see what a lot of what I've just said is there. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got in the box. So first of all, we've got a manual. We'll go a bit more in depth in that in a few minutes, but it tells you the basic information you'll need, how to operate it and so forth. There's no website or QR code or anything to really go to, but most of the information's in there and should be pretty self-explanatory anyway. You've got a little black box where most of the little cables and bits came in, so that's okay, and a little bit of foam to protect it. So pretty straightforward for packaging. On top of that, you've got a little plastic bag. In that plastic bag, you've got little earbuds, what you put on the end of the actual earbuds itself. These bits are the what go in your ear. So you've got different sizes, so it adjusts to fit your ear. So if you've got really big ear holes, then you can change them. Or if you've got really small ones, you can change them to depending on how big your ear holes are, basically. You've got a USB, looks like a micro cable there, so that's for charging it, so that's for charging this base station here. That's there if you haven't obviously got the ability for doing wireless charging. You've also got, it looks like a mini lanyard which you can tie to the end of this, so you can carry it around, easily keep track of it, or put it around your wrist or whatever you want to do, or hang it up even and so forth. So that's pretty much it for that, and then you've got the unit itself, which we'll go into more depth in a second. Okay, we've got our little crypto chamber here, or should we say charging station. I'll show you how that exactly works in a few seconds, but on the top side, or whichever side you want to call it, left side, you've got your charging port there. That's where you would obviously put that, plug a cable in there and plug it into a laptop or a USB port so you can charge it up. It's also got your indicator there which tells you how much charge is left as well. On this side you've just got those little holes where you can put that little cable in just to tie it on like the mini lanyard. Otherwise it's got the model number across the front. Now if you want to get to the actual earbuds themselves, they are inside. You just rotate this little black bit round here on the end, and it opens up, and there we go, it shows them there. So you can actually see them, and it tells you which one's left and right on there. Now the way these work is, the idea is think of this as a big battery, this charging station, okay? So you plug that in, or you put it on a wireless charging dock or whatever to charge it fully up. Now when this is fully charged up, then that charges up the earphones. Okay, so when you take the earphones out, you can use them and do whatever you want, go for a walk, do some sports, whatever it is you're doing, go to the gym, and then you find that they're getting low and you want to charge them, but you've got nowhere to plug them into to charge up. Well, that's where the docking station, or this bit here, the chamber, basically will allow it to charge these back up, because the battery inside is still holding enough juice to charge this back up, sometimes multiple times. So that means you don't have to keep charging this whole base up or the earphones up, so that you just put, when you put them away in here, it automatically charges them up, and that percentage mark on the end, which is not showing at the moment but we will in a minute, will actually then show you how much charge is left in the base station itself, which is pretty good. So if you want to take them out of here, you just pull them out, simple as that, and that's it. So as you can see, there's not much to them. There's no buttons as such on there, but you do have like sensors on the side which you will tap to obviously adjust answer calls, pause, forward and stuff like that, depending on what you're using them for. But that's pretty much it. On the other side, the bit what goes in your ear, as you can see, you've got those rubberized bits which you can change, as we said, with smaller or larger ones, so it'll fit your ear. So otherwise, that's pretty much it for the unit. Now in the manual it does tell you how to use it and what the buttons do, but you've got multiple function buttons on there, where obviously if you press it and do different things to do, obviously it does different things. So for example, if you want to double click multi-function button, you can do it so it answers, hangs up, play music, pause music. If you triple click on it, it gives you the voice assistant, and you've got long press options on there which does other things like next track, last track and so forth. So depending on how many times you basically press them, so one for basically answering, hanging up, double for basically redial the last call, treble is a voice assistant like Siri, and the long press is for like next track and last track or reject call and stuff like that. So you can do everything through the earphones themselves.
Okay, I am now using the earphones to actually record the rest of this video. So this is what it would sound like to the other person if you were talking to them, obviously on a voice call or playing a game with them and so forth. So it gives you a rough idea. Personally, I think they sound a little bit tinny, robotically, mechanical sort of sounding, not the clearest. They're okay for standard stuff, but for prolonged calls, they may cause a few issues. But otherwise, the actual sound quality of actually listening to stuff like videos and playing games is actually very good. I was actually quite surprised. The sound quality on these things is very, very, very good. If I was to rate the sound quality out of a 10, I'd probably go for an 8 or even maybe a 9 for the price range. Unfortunately, the microphone, I'd rate it probably a lower, more like a 5 or a 6, which is a bit of a shame. One thing to note, the earphones do actually have a button on them. I said they were a sensor. They're actually a button. If you press them, it does actually press in and click. You just can't hear it unless you actually got them in your ears. But otherwise, had no issues pairing them up. I paired them up with my phone as well as my PC just to get a comparison. And very good. So I've listened to some music, I've been for a short walk just to see how the sound listening to an audio podcast, and absolutely fine, absolutely brilliant. In comparison, they sound a lot like some of the Edifier TWS earphones that we've listened to in the past. Unfortunately, the microphone is probably a little bit average, or maybe just below average score-wise.
Thank you for watching this video, everyone. It's really appreciated you made it all the way to the end. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and even click that bell so you get notifications of new videos and live streams. It does help support the channel, and supporting the channel basically means that we can release more content for you, and also better quality content going forward. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.